Midweek pick-me-up. Go check out the Montgomery Biscuits. They're making sure you stay cool tonight at Riverwalk Stadium, even though it may feel like we're cooking tonight at the stadium. Here are the details. We have the general manager, Mike Murphy. The Biscuits have teamed up with our First Alert weather team for the heat tonight. What do y'all have planned?
Yeah, so from April through September, I probably stare at the First Alert weather app more than pretty much anybody, maybe the people behind the scenes that actually run the app. But so from staring at that all the time, you know that they have the actual temperature and then the feels like temperature, the heat index. So
he's a meteorologist.
I know,
Mike
I can just go stand on that side over there in front of the map. If the heat index hits 100 degrees today, which right before I came on, it was at 98. So 98 is not 100. So if the heat index hits 100 degrees, we'll have $1 ice cream all night long. If the actual temperature hits 100 degrees, that triggers a whole ton of promotions. So we'll have a $1 beer happy hour from gates open until first pitch. So from 5:30 to 6:30, $1 beers. $1 sodas all night long, and then we'll have one lucky fan. We'll do an enter to win. One lucky fan will go home with a $100 gift card to the biscuit basket. So all of that will happen if it hits 100 degrees. So
if it's
too hot, we'll take care of you.
You can also bring in those reusable water bottles that people love, those Stanleys, Yetis, all the different brand names. Why is that important too?
Yeah, obviously we want people to be safe at the ballpark. We want people to make sure that they're staying hydrated. So we try to put up as many coolers around the concourse as possible. I know there's a few down the first base side, a few down the third base side, and normally one around home plate near the first aid room. But obviously we want people to be able to stay hydrated. So bring empty water bottles, empty like your whatever drink.
They have to be empty.
It has to be empty when you bring it in, and then we'll allow you to fill it up whenever you get there. So you can have ice in it, but no liquids. We want to make sure people aren't sneaking in any alcohol.
So you can bring in ice and then fill it up with water when you get there. Because folks love that ice. It helps keep it cold, obviously, so that's important. Speaking of safety, clear bag policy is in place. If anyone has not been to the stadium this season, that is a change from before. Remind people any other changes they may need to expect if they haven't been out this season.
Yeah, so clear bag policy is probably the biggest one. Obviously, if you have a baby like diaper bag or something like that, or if you have any special like medical needs, our security staff will just check those bags for you. But clear bag, you'll just walk through and come through the gates.
Again, you can cool down by bringing in those cups or by buying a Crafty Lefty, taking advantage of the craft beer deals. But you can also cool down in a suite. Talk about how the suite works, how much are tickets, can you still get a suite if you already have tickets? How does that whole process work?
Yeah, so it's for our suites, they're all purchased in advance. We have a few that we rent out on a nightly basis. So if you're interested in renting a suite for whether it's a family reunion, a business outing, or just for fun, just want to sit in the air conditioner for a game, reach out to our group sales office. They're at our main line at 323-BALL. Ask about group sales, tell them you want to book a suite, and they'll be able to check the availability for that.
Other than being able to cool off in the AC, what are some of the benefits of having a suite?
So from the suite side, you'll be able to have our suite catering. So you can order food from our catering menu that's not available in the concession stand. So you can order as much or as little as you want. There's no like minimum orders that you have to have. You'll have catering service, our suite servers come to your suite, so you don't have to leave the air condition. You can sit and watch the game from a different vantage point, be in the air condition, have the food brought to you.
Now we're talking about the promotions tonight as things hopefully heat up in our favor at Riverwalk Stadium. But if you can't make it out midweek, I told you I plan on being there tonight. So come on out and say hi if you see me out there tonight. But you're planning on running promotions for the rest of the week. What else do you have planned?
Absolutely. So we're in the middle of a stretch of 12 games in 13 days that started last night. So for the rest of this week, on Thursday, we'll have our t-shirt giveaway and our Thirsty Thursday drink special. That t-shirt's presented by Whataburger. It says the Gump across the front.
Oh, fun.
So it's going to be a really fun one that we'll have. On Friday, we have a bobblehead giveaway. It is our crispy bacon runner that we'll have presented by Wendy's. That's for the first 1,000 fans of all ages. On Saturday, it is our second Korean Heritage Night, where we become the Montgomery Kimchi. And then on Sunday, back to school time, we have a kids backpack giveaway for the first 500 kids, 14 and under, presented by Dippin' Dots.
I'm
so
amazed
a lot
you
going
remembered all of that. That's so much going on. Folks love specials. The Heat special tonight. People love a good free t-shirt, so you're going to have that, bobbleheads, all the things. And then, as I said, wrapping it all up, getting those kids ready to head back to school. A lot of kids are heading back next week. Hopefully it won't be as hot.
Yeah, and the Biscuits will be home next week as well, but you can